yeah, Noctis keeps his butt clean for sure.
I'd like to try a bidet.
You've never tried a
I think,
bidet?
yeah.
Just take a shower.
I haven't had access. I mean, yeah, but like, I haven't had access to.
Oh, no.
This fucking guy just take a shower.
Now you're playing with power.
Welcome back to Super Ghost.
Baby.
Oh man, I'm so glad that we have a platform that we can talk about how clean Final Fantasy characters' asses are.
And xenomorph bidets.
No, I didn't sign. None of us signed off on that, Aaron.
Damn it. I'll bring it to Shark Tank later.
Cheryl in HR is definitely not going to sign off on that.
No, because she's dead. She was 82.
What did you? Oh, I was like, what did you do to Cheryl?
No, she's 82.
Yeah, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I guess if you're hearing this, then you've already heard all the other cool stuff that we did when we did Fantasy Critic and our Game of the Year. Who knows what we've all picked for Game of the Year? We don't even know right now. So I guess this is like our first regular ass back to the old school format.
Back to school, get on the backpack.
Mhm.
It's time to go the first day of
Prove
class.
to Dad that I'm not a fool.
Mhm.
Got my lunch packed up. My boots tied tight.
I'm gonna tell you though, coming off of that holiday break, because I actually had a holiday break from work. That first Sunday before I had to go back to work, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I felt that much anxiety in a while, and it was just because I had to work the next day.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one bit.
I know long breaks are amazing because, you know, you do like that extended time off. Like, you know, you do need the vacation type thing. But when you go back after a long break, it just feels so shitty, like leading up to it versus just like a weekend.
I always feel like I'm gonna forget how to do everything. Like dude, I did a thing for work the other day, and I was like, "This is good enough." Boop. Sent it off, and then like the president of the company was like, "Can you explain this a little further? This doesn't really make sense." I'm like, "Yeah, you're absolutely right. This doesn't make at all any sense." And I wrote this huge email, and he was like, "Oh, that makes perfect sense." I'm like, "Yeah, I probably should have did that from the start," but my brain was just like it's just so rusty to get it going.
Yeah. I think most people though are that first week back, everyone is kind of like, it's first week back, you know, we're all a little just kind of getting used to the flow of things and everything.
Sugar high.
Dude, that was like, I've been at the same job for about 10 years, so all that shit is just ingrained into my DNA. The one thing I had trouble with coming back from our holiday break is trying to log into Riverside. I didn't remember what the fuck the password was. That was the hardest part for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was gonna say to like what Jerry said about like that anxiety, thinking you forgot something. To me, it's the same feeling of when you got back to school after Christmas break, and you're like, "What the fuck is my locker combination?" Like, you know, it's that like I've got
What the fuck is algebra?
Oh my gosh! So yeah, it's a very relatable feeling. Never goes away.
Greg, do you ever get that feeling?
No. Well, I mean, I haven't had fucking breaks in forever. I don't get a fucking break. I work nonstop.
This is true. This is true.
All right, so someone discovered that. So when you restore a console that's yellowed, the way you usually restore it back to white is you use like hydrogen peroxide and UV lights and shit like that. What's called retrobrighting. Someone discovered that actually is bad for your consoles and it makes them re-yellow much worse.
Really?
So like, I mean, if you do it, or if you do like the first time or first couple times, it's going to look white for sure, but it's going to come back yellow like even quicker the more you do it, basically. Then it's going to end up looking yellower because of how it treats the plastic. It's just a bunch of like scientific gobbledygook. I can put a link to the article that I found in this episode description if anybody wants to read about it. But yeah, just don't do that anymore. There's a different way you're supposed to do it. It's in the article. Yeah.
I think when I did my Super Nintendo, when I had that, I think I just used, like, I left it sit in peroxide overnight, and I think that did the trick. Oh, and I think I used a magic eraser, of all things, which are highly toxic.
Yeah, you can do that. I think it's just the UV lights speed up the whole goddamn thing, so it doesn't have to sit overnight. But yeah, you can just let it sit.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I was cleaning my bathroom and I was using bleach, and then I was also using like
You made mustard gas?
I basically like gassed myself out and was like, my eyes were burning and shit. And, like, I'm like trying to clean and like my eyes are starting to burn, and then I'm like starting to be like,
clean
like,
with a fucking onion.
Oh my! Well, like I couldn't breathe. Like it was starting to like burn my throat. And I was
you mixed bleach and ammonia and made mustard gas.
That's crazy.
Oh man, have you not seen Family Guy? Or not Family Guy. Sorry, King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Yeah. Or Peggy she basically publishes an article in the fucking paper telling, hey, mix ammonia and bleach for maximum cleaning power.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
I've
crazy.
done that before. That is a real thing that's happened to me.
Well, we're glad you're still here, Jerry. We've still got you.
Yeah. For now, until I do something else stupid.
Just, make sure to look up chemicals if you're going to mix them together.
It just looks up that chemicals. Go on Google.
It was then I started using like Windex or something.
Yeah.
I think.
Windex has a lot of ammonia in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, so that's what it was. And I remember just like coming out, sitting down on the bed, and Karen was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I can't breathe.
I think I almost killed myself.
Yeah, it was bad.
Holy shit.
That's pretty fucking
brutal.
Like poison control shit.
God damn. I think I can't smell anymore. Jesus.
No, I could still.
That's good.
Yeah, I can't take that away from me. You know what? Of all the things, I don't give a fuck. Like if I lost my sense of smell, I don't care.
Well, then you lose your taste.
Yeah, your taste kind of goes with it. My mom lost her sense of smell when she was pregnant with me, actually, and she has like a really muted palate. Like she can still taste some like really strong flavors and stuff, and that's kind of why she likes spicy food, because it's, she still gets some sensation, but she doesn't really get much taste. It's very dulled.
Like 60% of, it's like 60 or 70% of what you taste is actually like what you smell, like when you're eating.
Yeah.
Okay, so I retract that now that I'll keep my sense of smell, because
you know what?
My sense of taste.
This is a good one. If you could lose anyone, if you had the choice, so someone has a gun to your head, like, hey, you lose one of your 5 senses, or else I'll kill you. Which one would you pick? Which?
I would go with smell. To be fair, out of all of the senses, like the other ones, I feel like if I lost like my sight or my hearing, that would be really tough, just because of what I like to do with my spare time, which is what we talk about on this. And I maybe, and like touch, I think I wouldn't care as much about, but at the same time, like then you're not really knowing if you're getting severely injured. Like pain is helpful. So I don't know. I think I'd have to go with smell, even though I'd lose a bit of my taste. But that might be better for me, because I'm such a picky eater, and a part of it is smells. I'm really sensitive to smells, so if I got rid of that, I might actually eat more food. So,
Greg, you said hearing?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear nothing anymore?
I can learn ASL.
Fair.
Or read text.
Yeah, you really value your sense of like taste and stuff, right? Like you would.
I do.
We've had the discussion before. You were like, I'd never stop eating.
But how are you going to listen? How are you going to listen to Creed if you don't have any more ears? Or not ears, hearing. Jesus Christ. How are you going to listen to Creed now?
I'll feel
a couple more ears on there, buddy.
I'll feel the vibration of Scott Stapp's dulcet tones.
Yeah.
Just listening
you really
in
do feel
Braille.
that. Oh now you feel that like right in your
6
right here,
feet
like
from the edge. This is him. This is Greg like reading the lyrics in Braille. Like the part where he talks about being 6 feet from the
I'm not
edge really
blind.
really touches me.
I was about to say, actually, for some metal
Yeah, I
concerts, they
fucked that
have
up.
someone doing like ASL, and apparently they get like really into it.
oh my
That's
god.
awesome. I want to be that person.
Mhm.
I gotta learn Braille now because I can't
I don't need
Sorry,
to
I'm
learn Braille.
stupid. No, I fucked it up. I'm sorry, Greg. Redacted.
Could you imagine if Greg just like comes up, starts touching your face? You're like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to remember what you look like, and you're like, you're deaf. Not
Greg, you're deaf. Greg, get your hand off my ass. You're deaf, not blind.
I'm trying to remember what your
That's
ass
a wild excuse to
like.
touch somebody's butt.
Oh shit. Oh god. I don't know
I was gonna
what
say.
sense. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say. Lately, Greg and I have been talking back and forth about the trials and tribulations and struggles of trying to do any sort of remote upgrades to your PC right now in the year of our Lord 2026. If you don't know, if you're a console gamer, shit's gonna get bad for you too. You're not safe from all this shenanigans. Prices of everything are going to go up, and it's all Nvidia's fault and AMD's. Not so much Intel, but these companies suck, man. They suck. I tell you what, they are sucking. They're sucking the dick of the U.S. government. That is what they are doing.
I would go with my sense of touch. Just want to get that out of the way. Proceed.
Same. Yeah, I would definitely go with sense of touch, so I wouldn't be able to feel myself getting fucked as a consumer right now, because that is exactly what's happening. We're getting fucked as consumers because big companies don't care. They don't need us anymore. They just It's a bad state. But
Yeah, there's been an awful lot of AI generated ads and shit that have been going around. Like there's that big one for Coke, holidays are coming. There was another one that I saw while I was watching Hulu earlier today. I forget, but that shit is just getting egregious.
yeah.
Stop doing that, big companies. I mean, I'm sure they don't give a fuck what I have to say, but don't do that.
On a happier, lighter note, maybe, Sigourney Weaver got confirmed to be a part of the new Tomb Raider show that's going to happen. So,
Ooh,
yay! My absolute goat, Sigourney Weaver in
Sigourney's
Tomb
awesome.
Raider. Very excited.
Is she playing
she's awesome.
I saw on the subway the other day, there was I was like I look at people over people's shoulder all the time, and this person was watching like a fan cam video on their phone of just like the Sigourney Weaver avatar character, like
Okay.
in full cat mode, and I was like, huh.
They really couldn't wait to get home, huh?
That's so interesting. Huh, is the perfect reaction to doing that. You're just like, huh, okay.
Yeah, good for you.
It's an odd character because you see like a Na'vi child voiced by very adult Sigourney Weaver. It's very strange.
It is. That's
Ew.
so strange. That is a choice.
Is that in the newest one?
That's in the last one and newest one.
Okay. I haven't seen either of those.
Yeah, there's something.
Are they any good?
No.
No?
Now there are those who will say they are. I'm gonna say they are not.
They didn't really interest me at all when I had seen like the trailers for them. I was like,
no.
I like that first one. That first one was good. I think I'm okay. I don't know if I care about this world that Jimmy's making. I really don't think I give a shit.
They're like they're technically impressive, but
Yeah, for
they're
sure.
very threadbare in terms of everything else.
Mhm.
And when I watched the Way of Water, I watched it and I was like, man, James Cameron loves the ocean too much. Was the thought I had.
Oh no!
But
He loves the ocean.
but there's like some like weird stuff that is just stuck with me from that movie, like the name of the big whale. It's Payakan the Mighty Tulkun, and that's just with me forever for some reason.
Nice.
And so
Payakan the Mighty Kultun?
no, D. It's Payakan the Mighty
Payakan.
Tulkun. So when people are like, "Oh, talking about Avatar," I'm like, "Oh yeah, there's this big whale," I'll be like, "Oh, Payakan the Mighty Tulkun."
You mean, you know?
And like, "Oh, you like that?
You push your
You're a
glasses up your
fan?" I'm like,
nose.
no.
No. No, I'm not a
Actually,
fan.
it's
I'm not a fan, but I will put respect on Payakan's name. Okay.
Mhm.
goddamn right. I saw a thing on
kind of a cool name.
I saw a thing on Facebook about how James Cameron, like, if people aren't interested in movie number 4, movie number 5, he's still gonna have novels
they're
written
really
about
cool.
them. Yeah, he's like, I don't care if you don't want them; they're fucking coming, bitch.
Mm.
Cool. Thanks, Jimmy.
Yep, thanks, Jims.
Yeah.
Yames.
Man, I'll tell you what I am very excited about. This is a side note away from gaming, but I don't know if you guys have seen the trailers for Primate yet, but I need to see that movie. I need to
Oh
see that.
yeah,
With the
yes.
chimp? With the
Yep.
chimp? Dude, give me a killer chimp movie every single goddamn day, please. I love it. It's a creature feature, essentially, which we don't get enough of. I just realized that my name is just giant super ghost. So yeah, I want to see Primate, dude. That looks insane. And then apparently there's been a trailer playing at that for The Undertone, which is A24's new horror movie that's coming out about a girl that like podcasts and talks about like scary like audio shit, and then somebody, either like her co-host or like somebody, sends them a file and they play it backwards, and then all of a sudden like there's this spirit that is, I guess, activated into her house. It looks
Mm.
really fucking good and really fucking scary. I'm into it. Give me it.
See, gearing up to be another good year for horror.
Oh yeah. Horror fans be eating good these days.
I hope we get another movie from the whoever it was that made weapons. I forget the studio's name.
Isn't he doing
Zach
new
Krieger,
Resident
he's
Evil?
making fucking
There
Resident
we go.
Evil, dude.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I
Yeah.
redact that statement. Yes, because like Weapons was
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Barbarian was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Those are two
Both
of
of
my.
those movies are like modern classics, in my opinion. Like they are extremely well done movies.
Ooh.
He's kind of the
Okay.
new Shyamalan in a weird way, because it's almost like he kind of came out and he's like, "Hey, check out this really like different approach to this type of movie, and with lots of twists. Only better than Shyamalan twists.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
better than new
Like maybe
Shyamalan.
he's not as controversial as Shyamalan, because there's still people who are really
I like
big
Shyamalan
fans of-
movies. I like
Yeah.
them. Like I thought,
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that went and seen Old and walked out of there and was like, "Yeah, that was really stupid, but I had a good time." Like it was fun. It was good. Like I enjoyed it. I really liked Trapped, the one with
Really?
yeah, I liked that. That
Trapped?
was fun. That was a good movie.
It's Josh Hartnett, right?
Josh Hartnett.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that
I
was
love
cool.
him.
Yeah, it's great.
Here's a question
Josh
for you
Hartnett.
guys.
Sorry, hold on. Josh Hartnett is filming I think it's a sci-fi
Yes.
show in Newfoundland right now.
Yeah, do you want to know something absolutely crazy?
Fill us in. Is this an exclusive?
That film, a part of it got filmed in Conception Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
My great aunt lives there, and my aunt was visiting at the same time, and Nan was sending us pictures of them filming it.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
there was a scene where there was a house that was moving across. They were floating a house on the harbor, like in the harbor, and we're floating it, and had fog machines going out, and then the house got sunk. So I don't know, like, you know, but that was for that movie. And my grandmother sent us pictures of them while they were filming, because it literally was like in the harbor right outside my great aunt's window.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Severance. There's a lot of Severance season 2 that was filmed in Newfoundland as well.
Oh yeah.
In Bonavista, Vista. That's where that was. Because people were like seeing Ben Stiller just like in little fucking convenience stores and shit, being like, "Holy fuck, are you fucking Ben fucking Stiller?"
Ben fucking Stiller.
It would be more like, "Jesus fucking Christ, is that fucking Ben Stiller there or what?"
Oh yes, my yeah. Or they'd invite him around for some tea if he wanted, like, and then just
or
like,
oh man, come in, it's fucking cold. Come in and have tea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Greg. I don't know if you've ever heard me turn on the Newfie like that.
Of course I have. What are you talking about?
It's been years.
It's been years.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Here's my question though. If you had to recommend maybe like a hidden gem movie or like a deep cut or something like that, what's one movie that you think like people haven't seen that you want them to know about?
Mads. Look it the fuck up. It's of course you're talking to me. It's a horror movie. It's one shot. The whole movie is one shot, and it is fucking insane. But like, I'll say this: if you do want to watch it, don't look it up, because it's not really what you think it is.
Ooh.
But it's one shot. It is one shot. The whole movie is one shot, and it is incredibly stylish.
That's cool.
Pretty fucking intense. Yep. Real good movie.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about it.
Not looking that up then.
Okay, I'm gonna say maybe it's just because we're talking about Josh Hartnett, but Bunraku is something that I adore. It's a film I absolutely love, and I just don't ever hear anybody else talking about it. Great, just being very stylized. They do some interesting things with like the editing, and all the characters are named like, you know, the bartender, the stranger, so it's really cool. It's a really good movie. I think the main villain is Ron Perlman, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Woody Harrelson's in it, and Demi Moore, and the Japanese singer Gacket is
Gacked.
That I was like, what is
like
the
how dare you?
Yeah, sorry. I was like, it's something like that. But yeah, Gacked. He is he plays like the only character that has a name. And I love it. It's such a fun watch. Definitely recommend it.
Bunraku.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Greg, do you have any hidden gems for movies that like you don't like, you always like to suggest to people?
It's not really hidden, but I always tell people to watch Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, that's such a good movie. That is a good one.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, but I see a lot of screenshots.
And that's why I recommend it, because it's so goddamn good.
There's one movie that people don't talk about that I would love them to see and then talk about. I think it's called Beach House or The Beach House. I forget.
Is it the one with Elijah Wood?
No, it's like
No,
it's a horror movie.
You mean The Lake House with Sandra Bullock?
No, hang on.
Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. I seen that shit.
Beach House 2022. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's just like it's The Beach House or Beach House, but it came out in 2022, and it's like this couple goes to this beach house for like a weekend getaway, but oops, there's another couple that's already there, so they hang out and have fun, and then like shit goes down, like not in any kind of way that you would expect. Like it's
Is that the one where they like double book? And
I think you're talking about Bone Lake. That's a new one that just came out. It's like
it is not Bone Lake. It is not Bone Lake.
I have heard of this as well, and I've heard that this is good.
Shit. Hang on.
I was thinking of Bone Lake, because I was like, that sounds like this one that I've been hearing about that people have been.
I think Emma from Spooky Astronauts reviewed Bone Lake.
Yes, that's why that is
shout out to Emma from Spooky Astronauts.
Absolutely, I've been kind of sort of like binging her videos since.
She's so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's The Beach House. It came out in 2019, and yeah, that's what it is. It's got nobody. I think like nobody fucking Liana Liberato, Jake Weber, Noah LaGrosse. I don't know any of these fucking actors.
I don't know any of those people now.
But The Beach House, 2019. Go look it up. It's cool.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, we're a movie podcast now.
Yeah.
You know what though? Speaking of horror, so over the holidays, I actually didn't play that much because Metroid Prime 4 was sucking the enjoyment out of playing the game. And then when I wasn't just struggling to get through that game, I was like running into some weird technical difficulties with like my setup in terms of like the way that Linux and Windows was dual booting, and then like I was running into issues with like my surround sound system and like doing some cable. Like I've just been like doing setup shit pretty much. But now I'm back. I'm kind of back in the swing of things. Got everything dialed in again, and I've been playing Routine because I bought a bazillion games on that Steam sale. That Steam winter sale. I spent the objective was I want to take $200 and I want to see how far I can make that go. And I think the final amount was like 24 games is what I got out of that.
God damn. Okay.
Yeah. And like kind of in varying degrees of I didn't get it. I don't think I got anything AAA. Just mostly like AA, I guess. Like I don't know if that's what Routine. Actually, I think Routine would actually be considered indie maybe, but holy shit. This game is crazy. It's so good. It kind of caught me off guard because I remember hearing about this game a long fucking time ago. Like I think this game got announced, no joke, like damn near 10 years ago. And
damn,
it was at some like E3 thing or something, and I remember being like, "Holy shit, that looks cool!" And then I just never seen it again. And I think a lot of people thought it was like not happening, maybe, or maybe it was. Maybe it had a thriving community. I don't know, but I know that it just kind of like disappeared. And it came out. I think it's on Game Pass too. I believe it's on Game Pass. But I bought it. I bought it outright, and it kind of gives me Alien Isolation vibes.
That sounds good.
It's very
hell yeah,
because it's part of the reason why it is that is it's a first person game. It's a horror game. You're on some sort of I don't know what it is, like some facility on the moon or a planet. I think it's the moon, and it like you wake up and it's like abandoned. Everything's shut down. Lights are like flickering and shit. But like it's almost like as if it just shut down. It's not like it's been abandoned for years. It's like something happened here, and like what is happening? What is going on? So as you're playing this game, which by the way does not give you any sort of idea of what you're supposed to be doing, you just kind of figure it out, and it is very much like so. Early on, you get your like gun essentially, which it doesn't really do anything at the start. Like you can shoot it and it shoots like a spark out and you're just like, okay, I guess this is how I kill things. But what's really interesting is if you press Y, you look at your gun and there's all these like little buttons and mechanisms and stuff. And at first you're like, what do I even do with this?
That's cool.
But like everything on it has a purpose And like you do learn like right away, oh, this one button, if I press that when I'm next to, like, you'll see like it's almost like a projection screen that'll say like offline. If you're near one of those and you look at your gun and then press that one button, it connects wirelessly to those screens, and that's what your save menu is, and like where your data and
Huh.
shit is. Like that's your menu. And there's a lot of like screens and stuff, and everything is very retro 70s 80s sci-fi. Like
Yes.
it's like it takes
Nice.
place in the 80s, very much in the
Yeah.
80s, and it has that like 80s future sci-fi feel to it. And I love it. And it's just like all the screens are like shitty, like little like CRT screens and stuff that you're looking at.
They're running like
And
DOS or whatever.
yeah. And like when I realized how immersive this game was at a point when I was like, I found a terminal, and it was like to get access to because I was trying to find I read an email from my partner who's like, hey, I need you to come pick up like this key card. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to figure out how to get to this place. So I realized, okay, I got to get to like like the like where everybody sleeps, like the community area.
Mhm.
In order to get access to it, it's like, okay, well, you gotta present your ID card. And I'm like, okay, where the fuck is this now? I looked down, and on your thing, you see like your badge number, and you got to
What
like
the
read it upside
fuck?
down, and then you
Okay.
punch that in, and it gave me access, and I was like, oh shit, okay. And then like it does have the mechanic where like if you hold one of the triggers, you can like lean to look and like look around corners and stuff. And I've actually had to use that in almost like a puzzly way where like I've had to, because there's no like jump button. So there's been a segment where I could see into this other room, but I could see that there was cables, and I knew that I had to shoot a box to short circuit it. But I was like, well, where is it? I had to actually like lean in around the corner and like fire down the hallway to hit it. So there's like all these like it's very like puzzly in a really cool
Mhm.
way. It is fucking scary though. It is really fucking scary. So far, um, all I've seen are like these robots that are, I think,
Okay.
they were supposed to be there to help. And the sound design in this game does not need to be this good. It is insanely good. And when these robots are like stalking you, they're heavy, and they just like you hear them go like ka-chung, 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 and like just like the sound of them like following you or like just moving around and like listening to them to see where they are so you can hide away is terrifying. You can shoot them and like it'll stun them. But like yeah, it's really really good. And just every room that I enter, I'm like, what the fuck was that? And it would be like a light short circuiting, or like a door will open and you're like, oh fuck, like the
Yeah.
doors like
The door is a jump scare. You're like, ah.
yeah, it's fantastic. I highly encourage anybody who's looking for like, I don't think it's that long. I think it might be like 6 to 7 hours maybe.
That's good.
I
Good
mean,
length for like a little
so
horror
far
game.
I'm just having such a good time with this. So much more than Metroid Prime 4. So much. Those are different games, but still, fuck that game.
That's cool. I like
Yeah.
that you can look at your gun and all your buttons and shit are on there. It reminds me of like, I don't know if you guys ever played Crisis or Crisis 2. You could like look at your gun and be
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah, it's like
this
that.
fucking thing here, and then like this fucker right here. Yeah.
This fucker.
This fucking attachment right here. I want to fucking scope on it.
I found a module, actually, the last thing I did when I was playing it today, I found a new module that allows me to see, it's almost like a black light. And like when you hold your gun out, if you press up and down on the D-pad, like it's got like, that's another really scary thing is your gun has like a shitty like it's like you're looking through like this really shitty camera. And now that I have this attachment, I finally can see in the dark, but I have to hold the gun up and look through this shitty camera to see in the dark. And it is
Oh,
fucking scary, dude. Like it is really fucking scary. And it looks really good. And it's on Unreal Engine and it runs good. Like it runs mwah, 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 real
Maybe
good.
they're finally figuring it out. Like, they're getting around to it.
Well, I think it's up to devs, and it becomes how lazy do you want to be, and they just don't optimize their shit. Looking at you, RoboCop Rogue City, fuck's sakes. Which is good though; it's a good game. And I also realized I don't think I've ever seen a RoboCop movie.
Oh.
I believe they're really fucking good.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, they're
We
really
should change
fucking
that.
good.
All of them though, like, or is it like, should I
I
stop
thought
at
the
some point?
remakes were supposed to be really shit.
The remakes are not good, but RoboCop 1 through
Okay.
3 are good movies
Maybe I
and
should check
fucking
those out.
brutal as hell.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You. I feel like on a yearly basis, you send us that clip of that guy getting his dick shot off.
Well, that's not from the actual. That's not from RoboCop, like the actual RoboCop movie. That's a parody of a specific scene in RoboCop.
He gets like lit up, right?
But like
though? Like
RoboCop himself
riddled
gets
with
like
bullets.
fucking destroyed, and it's graphic, and they show you all of it before he's the RoboCop.
Yeah, like as a
That's
person,
cool.
as like he gets.
They show
really?
Murphy getting his shit rocked.
Fucking Murph. Holy shit. Yeah, that game, man, that game is kind of cool. I don't know, like, have you guys ever checked it out or anything? Like, I don't know, is it on Game Pass?
I haven't played it. It is. I'm pretty sure. I've seen it. I haven't played it.
Same.
I
I've
feel
only
like-
seen.
I feel like RoboCop moves too quickly.
Really? No, I actually like. I find it's very slow.
No, you don't understand. If you've never seen RoboCop, RoboCop is barely moving.
He goes to the Michael Myers School of Movement.
Oh fuck, dude!
Like his steps are
along.
like ka-chunk, 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 and he doesn't get much faster than that.
Okay, yeah.
He's just
I'm
zoot, zoot. Piece
I'm
of
mad
shit
about
detected.
Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. Yeah. And then you can get a real good ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk when you run.
No
But
running.
It's really cool because like you start off and it's like a pretty cinematic, like kind of on rails, like you're just like going through this like big action packed sequence, and then you end up back at like the precinct, and you're just having to like help people at the precinct to be like, "Hey Murphy, can you get over here and start another lineup? I got too many people." And like you go over and you're just like, "Next," and like this guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, so I'm here for the reward for this guy." And then you like type it in, and then RoboCop's just like, "You are that guy," and he's like, "Yeah, so like, do I get the reward because I'm turning myself in?" And RoboCop's like, "You're under arrest." Like,
oh my god,
it's really cool. Yeah, it's.
I do like the criminal trying to game the system.
Yeah, and then there's just like like sex workers like coming in and be like, "Oh, Robo, hi, Mr. Robo," and you're just like. I insist you desist.
My dick does not work. Beep boop.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's a fun game. It's just not very well optimized.
That seems to be the case for a lot of games.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Unfortunately.
It's a problem. And hey, if you want to upgrade your PC, get fucked.
I think I am I'm not halfway through. I'm getting through Digimon Survive after I took a big long break from it. So like going into the game, I thought it was just going to be like holy shit. Going into the game, I thought it was just going to be like a tactics Digimon game, but come to find out it's like 70% visual novel and like 30% tactics. Yeah, but thankfully the story is really fucking cool. It's just like, so there's this group of kids and their teacher. They're going out on a if you've seen like any Digimon anime season,
Yeah.
it's pretty much like that. They're going out on like a field trip or like a hike or whatever, I forget. And then the thing happens and now they're in another world. It's not necessarily like the digital world. They haven't no one's said anything yet. Like, you don't just have Digimon coming up to you like you do in the anime saying, "Welcome to the digital world. This guy's over here
They
fucking
do that?
In the anime, they do like there's the one main dude, Jedi or Jedi, I forget his name. He's just like, well, this is the digital world, and it's all ruled by this one motherfucker. And yeah, it's but in Digimon Survive, like literally, it's more of like I guess like a horror visual novel than anything, because like literally nothing. You're just like kind of shoved into this world, and you have like it's just kids trying to fucking not die because like Digimon are constantly trying to attack them, and yeah, then everybody meets their partner Digimon. Like there's Agumon, Hawkmon,
Mm.
uh, what the fuck is there's a bunch of other ones that people might know, Kunemon, but yeah, your partner Digimon, and it kind of almost, I think we've said this in another episode, but it feels a lot like just a playable, much darker season of the Digimon anime. Because there'll be points in the story where, like, a character will be struggling with one of their flaws, like, oh fuck, what's her name? This character Saki, she's like, "Oh, I'm not good enough for any of this. Like, I'm not strong enough to do blah 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 blah." And then like her and her partner Digimon will talk about something. They'll have like a heart to heart, and then boom, all right. Well, now Floramon can digivolve to
Are
Vegemon,
these real
which is like the
names?
worst fucking champion form. Vegemon sucks ass.
Yeah. The funny thing is, or the interesting thing is that, so also a big fan of Digimon. If you watch the Digimon series and you do it with English subtitles of the actual original Japanese like scripting and stuff, Digimon is very dark as a series. Like it is not a kid
Yep.
show. It's like it's like a teen shonen type deal more than what like Pokemon is. Like that is just a kids show. But when they brought it over here for kids, really like neutered the translation. But it is effed up. So like
Yeah.
having this be kind of like a
It's
more,
much darker. I'll add
yeah,
that.
like being, it kind of is, well, like, you know, yeah, I love the how dark the original um like two series are when you read, or like when you do the subtitles, and then obviously Tamers is fucked up.
Very
Tamers
fucked
is
up. Yeah.
very dark. So I'm hearing that it is this like visual novel is dark, it is kind of more serious in tone and everything like that. That sounds like a great adaptation or a great story because of, the original, like the originals in the original language, not the original English translation.
Yeah. Like in pretty much every way, it feels like just another season of the anime. Because like
Mm.
the characters are very fully fleshed out. Like they all have their own little like um character quirks and their own little flaws and shit. Like there's like one of the first character, well, I guess no, I don't want to spoil that. I mean, some of the characters do die if you make the wrong decisions, and that's a big thing in this game too, is the decisions that you make, like they'll have consequences on like I guess the path you take later on in the game, as well as when certain characters die throughout the game. And because you find out, I think like this isn't a spoiler at all, but you find out that's like Digimon are they're like kidnapping kids and then taking them to their boss to sacrifice them, and you're not told why. They're just being kidnapped and fucking
Mm.
sacrificed and everything. But um, yeah, so I'm at like chapter 4, I think, right now, and there's 12 chapters total. So I'm getting there. I'm cooking on through it, and one really cool part of the game is that like outside of the Digimon that each of your main characters has as their partner, you can also you can do like free battles and talk to other Digimon to recruit them to your team as well too, and then you can digivolve them. And normally in
Okay.
combat, like when you digivolve like a partner Digimon, you can digivolve it like you can basically digivolve it up or down, like into champion and then back down to rookie or whatever. But the ones that you talk to and recruit like in the wild, they'll stay like whatever you digivolve them into. So you can bring in. You always have like a big boy basically. Like you always have a big like cannon coming with you into combat if you need like one or two of them to just soak up some hits
Mm-hmm.
while your other guys make it up to the boss.
Well, I have a question about when you're saying that like they get their partner Pokemon. Do you have a choice on who you pick, or is it like assigned via the game, like the story?
It's assigned.
Okay.
There's no way to choose who gets what. Um, but one thing that is kind of cool is that like when you get to Agumon has like just a million different like champions and ultimates and megas you can digivolve into, but the other ones like they'll have like they have to go to this champion and then this ultimate, but
Mhm.
like you have a choice of like one or two megas depending on. I'm not sure yet. I haven't made it that
Cool.
far, but the ones that you recruit, like just the ones that you recruit in the wild, they can be whatever the fuck you want them to be, depending on, of course, what their stats are when you go to digivolve
Mm.
them. And the title screen does this really cool thing where, like when you find new characters, basically like the title screen shows like it's the school that you all live in and sleep in and shit, but then like each of the main characters is on there, and then each of their partner Digimon is on there. But like when you find them and like they join your party and everything that is. So like when this character dies, he'll be taken off of the fucking title screen, or like when this
Ooh.
character and his Digimon dies, they'll be taken off the title screen. That's another thing too. When a character like one of the like kids dies, their Digimon also just disappears. So that sucks.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
like
I have Survive on my Switch, and I've been wanting to play it for a while, because love Digimon, love tactics games, and I
yeah.
love visual novels. So I was like, perfect. Um, I feel like it's gonna stress me out
No.
so bad. Oh,
It's good. I haven't read much into it because I don't want to spoil fucking anything. Like the most I've read
yeah.
into is like how you digivolve your the Digimon that you recruit on the field and everything. But from what I can tell, a lot of your decisions only make like all your decisions basically only come into only make a difference once you get reached. I think it's like chapter 8 or something. Um, then you can like branch off into different story paths, and then from there, the ending that you get also depends on your choices and shit like that. So for
Mhm.
like the first 8 chapters, you just follow along and go beat the shit out of shit, and then yeah, I do wish you got to at least
Shit
pick
at a
your
shit.
Digimon though. Shit out that shit.
Yeah,
It would be cool
I
if you
think
could
it'd
pick
be
from
fun.
like if you could pick from
Yeah.
like Agumon or like Guilmon or Vmon or something. But I mean,
Ugh.
whatever.
Yeah, like I guess like I would like I would pick Guilmon though out of those, but if at least being able to pick kind of out of like Ty, Davis, and Takaido's guys would be cool.
Greg, what have you been playing?
I've been playing like almost nonstop Diablo 4.
Really?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
season 11 so good. Apparently they tweaked some of the balancing, tweaked some of the loot system for this season. And then not to bury the lead, because Lord of Hatred got announced. If you pre-ordered it, you got access to Paladin. And I've been playing the Paladin, which is like way overtuned right now, but it looks like they're just going to leave it until the next season, which is great. And it's just been a blast. The flavor of this season, though, is that all the lesser evils are back. So if you played Diablo 3, you have like Asmodan and Belial are back in the game,
Oh,
Mm.
and so like if you do the pit, that's Belial's realm. So if you meet certain conditions, which are super easy, you'll fight Belial at the end. Um, Asmodan appears as a world boss, and he's huge, and it's great. Um, it's just it's been so good, and apparently, like I didn't play it since like it came out, but apparently like this is the season that has had the most players returning and the longest amount of like player retention compared to other seasons.
Ooh.
It's
Wow.
That's
just
good, man.
like the end game is that I'm in right now was a ton of fun. They introduced the tower tomorrow. The tower, I don't know what it is. I think it's like the pit, but with like a leaderboard,
Okay.
which should be interesting. But no, it's just been really really fun nonstop, and I've got like over 200 Paragon levels. Like I've been playing
Hell
nonstop,
yeah.
and I have I played the Paladin a bunch, and then because the Paladin was so enjoyable, I rolled a Necromancer, and
Oh,
I hit level 60 with my
I love a
Necromancer today.
necromancer.
It's good. It's just been all around good.
What kind of necromancer build did you go with? Because that's one thing that I really fucking love about Diablo 4 is how open ended your builds can be. Because like in
Mhm.
3, it was just like whatever fucking runes you pick, because your moves are just the same. It's just whatever, but with different like flair. But in 4, it's like you can be a lightning mage that excels at this and this and that. But I'm sorry, yes, what what necromancer build did you go with?
So I'll talk about both of my builds. The Necromancer build I'm making is a Shadowblight Necromancer.
Hell yeah.
So I just put pools of damage over time all around me, or I use my ultimate skill, which just makes a big damage over time area that moves around with me, and
Mhm.
things are just dying all around me. It's fantastic. Um, and I'm going like full meaningless just to boost my other skills.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
and then my Paladin is like with Paladin you choose like an oath, kind of like D&D. Um, and what's that oath called? The oath I chose, I forget what it's called, but basically what it does is I think it's called Judicator. Um,
Mhm.
one second, I'm just gonna quick double check.
You're good.
It is, yeah, it's oh no, disciple. And so every skill has the oaths are disciple, judicator, juggernaut, and zealot. And each skill is associated with a certain one of those oaths, and then you can modify existing skills to then be part of the other oaths. And so the way the disciple oath works is whenever you cast a disciple skill, you turn into like an angel, essentially, like an angelic aspect. So you turn into a full Diablo angel with like the hood with the black that you can't see under, and like the tentacle wings. And then
That's cool.
whenever you're one of those
Like
angels, like
tentacle thing.
the tentacle wings will like lash out and attack enemies. And so just being around me when I'm in that form, things just drop and die. And the point of my build is to stay in that form for as long as possible. And I've since like tweaked the build that I have 100% uptime now on that, and it's fantastic. It's so good.
One of my favorite fucking characters. I think I played the first 4 seasons, but one of my favorite characters ever was a an earth magic druid, cuz that shit, oh, I forget what the fuck the abilities do exactly, but there's one ability where it just I think it makes earth spikes come out, or I forget. I wish I remember what the fuck the abilities were, but I had an earth
Buddy of mine
magic.
really drew it to you.
It's so good, man. Like I also had a fire mage for the very first season, back when the ice mage that inflicts weak on everything was like the most overpowered thing in the fucking game. Um, yeah, it's I want to get back into that game, but I have so many other fucking games that I could pump hundreds of hours into. I can't pick just one game.
Pump it up.
I'm
You know what,
struggling.
dude? We got to get back to Look
Look
Outside.
outside. I
That
know.
game
God damn it.
fucks, man.
It fucked me up a little bit.
It's pretty fucked.
Mm.
It's pretty gruesome.
Well, I would say this season of Diablo 4, it's a pretty, I think it's pretty long. So I think you should hop on before the season ends because it's a ton of fun.
I should. Have you
Okay,
done?
I was wanting to get in, and because I played the beta a little bit with you guys, and it's on PlayStation. Like
And it's
in
Yeah, you're kind of selling.
the
crossplay.
game.
You're
So
kind of selling me on it a little bit too.
yeah, so like I
We could
kind of want
all
to get
play.
yeah. After
Absolutely. The season ends mid-March.
mid-March. Oh, plenty of time.
Yeah.
What's the? Yeah, I get how much. Continue talking. I'm gonna check good old GG deals for all you deal hunters out there.
We could
Not smart, but
we could we could
I'm gonna-
we could power level Jerry and Beth, and then or not power level them, speed them through the campaign, get them right to the post game, and then because
5 months ago this game was $22.
It was $22 like last week.
Yeah,
is it not on PC Game Pass?
it
It
is,
is.
but
Oh,
I dropped Game Pass. I'd rather just own it
it's true.
because there's been a couple times that I've like started something on Game Pass and been like forgot about it and been like, oh yeah, I want to pick that up, and it's like, wait, it's gone from Game Pass, and it's like, yeah, the only way that you can do it now is if you pay a really stupid price that's only on the Microsoft Store because
Well,
that's where your save file is.
what you should do, because Blizzard and Microsoft are the same, you still have to launch it through the BattleNet launcher.
Yeah.
So do it like the how we do with like the EA Premium.
Oh yeah, that's how I played that Dead Space.
Yeah, because
Just kinda
honestly, I don't see like Diablo 4 being a game that you would probably you'll play, you'll have fun, and then you won't need to play it ever again. That's my assessment of what I think you would feel about Diablo 4. So don't pay full price.
okay.
Give Microsoft like $15 or whatever, and away you go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
You
maybe,
could.
yeah. That could work. Yeah. Because I have it set up now that I can literally dual boot back and forth. Like Linux is my normal boot, and then I can from Steam just hit the Xbox button and B and launch back. Like a menu comes up, and I can go into Windows, and then that just automatically launches into Steam, and I can well, even though that's going to be on Game Pass, but still, fact of the matter is I have both going because I think there's problems with that game on Linux because of the does it use cheat, what's it called, cheat engine,
I don't know.
because there's some problems with cheat engine games. There's maybe like 5 of them that have some issues. I know Battlefield 6 anyone 6
6 yeah.
that and
Okay.
that and Arc Raiders is all I ever hear anybody ever talking about anymore.
If we
I'm
do
so
all
tired of hearing about
play,
Arc Raiders.
if we do all play, I call dibs on Hunter. That's the only one I haven't done yet, besides the two downloadable ones.
I just want to be a dude with a sword.
You could be a barbarian.
I just want to be that guy.
Barbarian's cool because Barbarian just holds 4 different weapons, and each stage
Yeah.
is a different one. So you have you
and you
have
have different
two one-handed you have 2 one-handed weapons. You have a 2-handed sword and a 2-handed hammer. I'm pretty sure.
and any fucking aspects that you have in those weapons, like from gems and like other aspects that you can take from other weapons, like you might pick up a weapon that says like, hey, when you use Shout of the Giants, you gain fucking plus 60% more strength for the next whatever seconds. Like, even if you don't have, even if you're not currently, whacking an enemy with that sword, you still get the passive ability from that sword like all the fucking time. So yeah, the barbarian fucking kicks. I mean, all the characters kick ass, honestly. Like,
What's nice is that we could run 4 different. We could play, like, for example, 4 different necromancers and have 4 different characters.
yeah,
Mm.
you could be like a skeleton army necromancer. Fucking
yeah.
Yeah.
They introduced this endgame content that I think is tied to the Vessel of Hatred expansion, but it's basically like it's group content. Like, you can't do it outside of a party.
Okay.
That's cool.
So that's the real reason you want us all to join.
I mean, actually,
I guess I will.
I wish they would just let me in, because I could solo it with this paladin. Let me tell you.
You're like, let me in, like the let me in.
Yeah.
The one thing I really like about this game, I mean, not the one thing. Another thing I like about this game is that once you beat the campaign with one character, the next character you start, you can just skip the campaign and go right to whatever, right to the end game. Go get your horse. Boom. Don't gotta worry about going through the campaign with
Get
every
your
single
horse.
character. Yeah. Go right to the good
Nice.
shit.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's $20 on PC for the Game Pass. So that you're right, Greg. That does work out in my brain as well. That I'll just probably play it for a month, like off and on, and then I'll have my fill, and then I'll continue keeping on with other things.
I'm like, I started playing Stellar Blade not that long
Ooh.
ago.
Throwing that
And
skin suit on.
yeah. And I no to the skin suit, but I've been having a blast. I've been having a really good time. I'm not very far into the game. I just got to, I'm like towards the end of, what's it called, Greg?
Eltis Lavoir.
Yeah. And
the first Resident Evil level.
yeah, I literally was like halfway
Not
through.
that
I was
there's
like,
not that
what?
there's more than one.
Oh no, Greg. But I had a moment of just being like, what in the Resident Evil ass bullshit is going on? Like in a
I did like how it did that. How all of a sudden you're like, wait, what the fuck? What? Why am I playing a Resident Evil game now?
yeah, I'm like I'm in a lab and there's experiments and things are dropping down from the ceiling and
The
like
game's
popping
so
out behind
good.
me. And I was like
It's such a good game.
super afraid.
You probably can't get anywhere
And
because you stopping and listening to that music.
the music is amazing. The music is so good. It's beautiful. Like the actual, just like the game itself is beautiful. All the characters are beautiful, but it was fun. It was I kind of, it's not that I wasn't expecting to enjoy it, because I do like Nier and like the newer Devil May Cries and like like Kingdom Hearts is hack and slash basically. So like I like all of those.
Yeah,
I
we
like
had a
those types of
conversation
games.
about that where like you like modern 3D beat 'em ups.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Essentially
like
like a beat 'em up, but you don't like a 2D beat 'em up. You like a 3D beat 'em up.
I do enjoy that. So the character action games and a good story and everything like that. So,
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't expecting to not enjoy it, but I wasn't also, but on the opposite side, I wasn't expecting to enjoy or click with the combat in the way that I did. Because at first I was kind of like, this is kind of annoying, like, and tedious. But I don't know, like
It starts to gel really well.
once when you start getting the oh my god, what's it called? The things that like when the enemy lights up and you either, hit circle and forward or circle and back.
The blue one.
Yeah, like the blue and the purple
Yeah.
things. Once when you start getting those, and then that builds up your beta meter, and then you're doing those attacks.
Sigma meter.
Yeah, it's like you're doing
Alpha
those
male
attacks
meter.
and
Beta cuck meter.
yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I think that it gets really, yeah, once you start getting all of the stuff. And
It's really cool.
yeah, I was not using the gun at all until I got here. Like I obviously just got the gun. You get the gun, you go through the wastelands, and then you're here. But I was
And
like,
then they say, "Oh, weren't using the gun, were you?"
yeah, I was like, nah, I don't really feel like it. I'm like, I'm liking the hack and slash. I'm not a person who tends to like shooters as much, so I'm like, whatever. I'm probably not going to use it. And then you get in there, and they're like, no.
You have a gun, and you will use it.
You have a gun, and you must use it. But it's been great, and I know that I think you guys when you played through, you were like, yeah, the story is nothing special, but I'm interested in what's going on. Like, I like going around and finding the Legionnaires notes and all of these things. So to learn a bit about what they were feeling and thinking, and if they were I don't know. It's weird because I liked reading where some of them were still had this like deep spiritual belief in Mother Sphere, and then others were like, essentially atheists or like people who have
It's
been
wild
like,
how different your experience. Like I threw that skin suit on, took that fat ass out in the desert, and just beat shit up. You're just like getting into the lore. Meanwhile, I'm
yeah.
just like,
And actually,
Holy
I know
shit.
both of you guys were like, Eve is not necessarily that. I like Eve as a character. I like
I know she's great. Yeah,
character. I like her personality, guys. I like her personality.
like
She's
all the
actually
things.
has.
Check,
She's.
check, 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 check.
I don't know.
No,
I
I found Eve to be a little bit empty vessel in the through the story. But she's definitely she has bright spots. She has bright moments of.
I just like even I the like seeing
Did you change your
where
hair yet?
No, I went to the wasteland. I did pick up the items that you needed for that, but I haven't been back yet. But like when you're asking Lily about the robot girl who's like just singing in a bar,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
when you're like, oh, I want to do this, and Lily's like, girl, focus up, we have a mission. Why are we helping people? And Eve's like, they don't trust us, but helping people, like, I want to help them and show them that we're here to, not just do our mission, but we are here to make their lives better. And I think that was a great moment from like seeing her personality, her care for not just the mission, but for this like like this group of people and Earth's well-being and all that. And if I'm suspicious of a lot of like Mother Sphere's goals and objectives and oracles, and so
No,
I'll,
there's not a trustworthy person in that game.
there's not a
Everybody is
trustworthy person in
twirling their
sight.
mustache. Every single person.
But I want to say that I think that moments like that are showing and setting up that regardless of the fact that where Eve came from and maybe what she was bred for or created for, depending on what, is revealed, and her desire to stick to this mission and do it, she already clearly has her own independent thought and will. And I think that that is setting up that if we find out that all of this grand scheme is not something that she personally believes in or can get behind, she's willing to say, fuck it, I don't believe in this anymore, and I will take a path that is my own. And so that's what I mean, where it's like, I think there are really strong moments that they are establishing with her character really early on that feel like they could pay off and go somewhere really interesting, depending on, obviously I don't know, depending on how everything goes down and if the writing stays consistent with her and
Do you
stuff. But
not?
I actually, I think
You
she's
haven't
a
had
lot.
anything spoiled? Like
What?
you don't know the main beats of the story?
I don't know anything. I literally don't know anything. I know that there is at some point like an I don't know if this is the right term, but like an orbital elevator.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I know.
There is one of those.
Okay. That's it. I don't know anything about this game. Outside that, like, I don't have anything spoiled for me. There's some things I can infer because of conversations that you guys had, but you guys were also still pretty cagey because I was like, I do want to play this at some point.
Yeah, I think when we talked about it, we didn't. I don't think we spoiled anything. I think we kept
No,
it.
just that the only thing I know is that
Because the story is it's not. It's for me, it was the weakest point, but like as a whole, it's fine. Like it's okay. It's cool. Like it's not for me. It didn't really do much for me, but it's cool enough.
I guess maybe because of the way you guys were talking about it, I expected it to be like actually nothing, like completely trash, bare bones, like as in, because okay, Jerry, no offense, but
Yeah.
When you're like, oh, you know, this game story was kind of weak or bare bones.
Mm-hmm.
I then am like, oh, it must be absolutely garbage because Jerry likes a lot of stuff that's pretty just all right. And you love it. And that's amazing that you do. I love that you love things. But there are times where like we're having a discussion about something and you were like, oh, this was awesome. And I'm like, but what about all of these plot holes and all of these moments that are whatever? And you're just like, I didn't notice. So for you to be like, oh, the story wasn't really like good or interesting, I'm like, well, that must mean it's really fucking bad. So once again, no offense, but I was expecting
None
a lot
taken.
worse. I was expecting a lot worse.
Yeah, it's
and
not.
so
I wouldn't say that the story is bad. I just felt it was. It's just. It's not. It's good. It's just not remarkable.
okay, yeah,
There's
because
probably a better way
It's
to
not the
think.
selling point of the game by any means.
no, her ass was the selling point of the game.
Yes, indeed. You know what though? We you and I played a pretty cool game that was your idea to play. We threw it on a few times.
Mhm.
You and I, Beth? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Um, we played some of that the Seance at of Blake Manor or at Blake Manor. I
Yeah,
think of
of
Seance of. Yeah, something like that.
I don't remember.
It's cool. It's very cool. It's a first person game, and it's very much like I think I said at one point when we were playing it reminded me of like Danganronpa in a way because it's like you're in this one
Mhm.
area and there's all these different characters with like a very intricate branching uh connections to each other, and like you're having to figure out clues and connect them and then come up with like, okay, now going to prove that this person did this shit because, and you go to like the tree and you're like, okay, this person did this because we know this about this person because that and this the other thing, and then you go to them and you're like, bitch, I know, and they're like, fuck, all right, yeah, you got
Bitch.
me, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's one of those, but it's really cool, and it's got a really really cool art style.
it does. The art style is like a color, like a non-black and white version of Obra Dinn. If you ever played Obra Dinn, like
Ooh,
the
I know
Oh
what you're
yeah,
talking about. Yeah.
yeah, like the way
it's
that everything
like
looks
cell
when you're
shaded
moving
on the.
around it, it feels
It's
very
like
Obra Dinn.
It's like hand drawn, I guess, like looking in
Yeah,
a
so
way, like very comic booky.
yeah, but it's like obviously Obra Dinn's black and white, and this isn't. So that, but I still I get that feeling. I still get the same vibe.
Yeah, it's
Um,
cool. It's a
yeah,
really
it
cool
is
game.
cool. The only thing that sucks, and the reason why, Jerry, I've been a little hesitant to jump into it is that because it is so dialogue heavy, and um, there's not voice acting and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Me
no.
reading along, it's like a little bit of a slog watching someone play. Whereas like with Danganronpa, and then when we played like
Everything's
stuff
voice act.
with Paranormasight and stuff like that, it was like the stuff that was like all text
Yeah.
explanations when you're
I'm with
having
you
these
though.
conversations.
I struggle with that on my own. It's not even watching somebody. I'm
Mhm.
like, reading? Why can't you read to me? I want to be read to.
Yeah,
I
and
just
that's the
forget
thing. Like,
you read to me.
There's a lot of
I
points in
think,
Digimon Survive where they aren't voice acted. I mean, it's just Japanese voice acting, but there are times where I'll be reading along and kind of falling asleep a little bit because it'll be a lot of nothing. Like, we should go look for Miyu. Yeah, we should go look for Miyu. Yeah, where should we go look for her? Yeah, let's go look for her. Just like back and forth, nothing. Then I'm
yeah,
like, like falling
and
asleep too.
like I'm a huge reader. You know, I don't have the problem of it being just like if it was just all text based and I was playing by myself, that would be one thing. But where like like we're talking and I'm watching you play and then we're trying to read through all of the options and stuff like that, it does not feel necessarily like a good game for that type of experience. So
It's okay because I
Yeah.
got another one in the chamber that I think will
Okay.
be good for our escapades of semi-visual novel type things. It's called
Yeah.
Karma: The Dark World.
Okay. Oh, one last thing I want to
Yeah.
say that about that game. That being said, reviewed extremely well. If you like
Yes.
kind of like that detective style gameplay, phenomenal. Seems like the Manor has a lot of secrets and stuff like that as well. So it's not me saying that is not a knock on the quality of the game because
No, it's a
it's
really
just it's not a watch along
yeah.
experience
Yeah.
for
We have
sure.
a very specific like type of game that
Yeah.
you and I usually play together like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, the only other thing that I'll say is that I threw on Cyberpunk again
Oh
because I
shit.
bought Cyberpunk the Ultimate Edition. I played Cyberpunk a long ass time ago when it first came out, and it was pretty bad. It was not great. I sometimes tell. I don't know if I've ever told it on the podcast before, but I've told the story before where the final cutscene, which is supposed to be like this really like crazy epic kind of finale of things happening in Cyberpunk. For me, what had happened was my main character lost all of his hair, including his eyebrows and his hair,
Nice.
and everybody in this one location was just doing T poses. So it'd be like, "Follow me, I
Sweet.
need to show you something." And they'd be like, and then like float, they just like float down a hall, like and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" So it was one of those things where I was happy to finally be done with it, and I also just mainlined it. Like I played it just story missions, and it was pretty clunky. In 2026, let me tell you something about Cyberpunk 2077. Dude, this game is insane now. Like it runs really good and it is polished up and I so what happened was because it's been so long since I played the base game and I finally bought like the expansion. As a buddy of mine texted me and was like, "Have you played Phantom Liberty?" And I was like, "I haven't." And he was like, "You should, because it's."
Phantom Liberty is fantastic.
Did you play it?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, we spoke about it on this very podcast.
Have we?
Yes. Insofar as I think on one of the Game of the Years that we did, I said Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty because it's so good and it stands alone almost as its own game.
Yeah. Yeah. So I, after like hearing again about how good this game is, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's on sale. I think it was like $40 or something. Or no, the DLC was only $27. Yeah. So it was $27 for the DLC, and I was like, all right, let's have it. Let's see what's going on. And I started it up, and you could skip immediately to Phantom Liberty. You can skip everything and just go straight to that.
That's
So I was like,
cool.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I did that, but then once I seen the title card for Phantom Liberty, I was like, I kind of want to start over. And it's one of the first times in, well, probably as long as you guys have ever been talking to me about video games. It's one of the first times that I've actually ever started a game over from the beginning, because I think once you get to Act 2, like almost halfway through Act 2, that's when Phantom Liberty becomes available. And according to some things that I read, it actually flows really well if you do it that way, where like once you hit that juncture where you can like go on and do Phantom Liberty or continue, it actually makes sense story wise if you do go do Phantom Liberty and then come back and then finish everything else. Because I think what I read was like, no spoilers or anything, but what I read was that whatever happens in Phantom Liberty actually ties very well into a lot of the stuff that happens in the late game of Cyberpunk. So I'm all in again, and I restarted because I was like, you know what, I kind of want to like get my feet again, because as I was playing, I was like, man, I don't remember how this game works at all. But seeing this, like, since I've upgraded my PC recently because I panic bought a bunch of shit, um, seeing this game running as high quality as it is now and so smoothly is really, really something to take in. Like it is really crazy. And I guess it's one of those things again where like, because wasn't The Witcher 3 like not
Yeah.
great when it came? Like, wasn't it like performing kind of piss poor when it came out and people were complaining about it? And
Yeah,
then
the
then
performance
that
was
smoothed
very.
out, and then those DLCs came out, and you guys rave about those. I was gonna buy those. They were only like $7 for all the DLCs for Witcher 3.
It's so worth it. They're both
Yeah,
fantastic.
Oh my god, yes.
and I've never even seen them.
They're so good.
Yeah,
But
no,
like,
they're fantastic.
I that's the thing though. I'm scared that like if I finally go back to The Witcher 3 and go load these DLCs up, I'm gonna be like, what? How do you even play this game again? Like, how does this work? It's been since like 2016 or something since I played The Witcher 3.
Yeah, it's not that hard of a game. You'll be back in no time.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna play a bunch of Cyberpunk. Like, it's gonna be like I'm gonna be playing Cyberpunk as like my main like this is what I'm gonna be playing for like a while, and then
Mhm.
I'm gonna play like routine. I'm playing routine. I'll probably get that out of the way and kind of just shuffle some things in there. I also started Hades 2 and Ball Pit.
Ooh.
Nice.
Before we get to random Rex, I've got a quick
Yeah.
little question / game that we can all answer or whatever. So
Oh,
I was thinking about this.
we're in.
Yeah, I was thinking about this after oh fuck, it was something you said earlier, Jerry, but what's a series that you have not ever what's a series that you would love to get into that you haven't really yet? Can be
Mhm.
retro, could be modern, whatever. What game series would you like to get into that you haven't yet? And I can absolutely start if you guys need to think.
Yeah,
Sure.
go
Yeah.
ahead.
Start.
Okay. I really want to start playing the Wild Arms games because like a Wild
Okay.
West
Yeah.
RPG sounds fucking tight, but I've never
Yeah.
touched them because I'll be
They
like
are. They're good.
I'll always be like, "Oh, fucking Digimon Survive and Look Outside and this and that." Everything else kind of just takes precedence over it. And there's a couple people in our Discord server that say that those games are really fucking good. But yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's
always
fantastic.
I need to get into that series eventually. Like I have the first two on my Ambernick. The last I think like what two like there's like three and there's two on the PS2 that I'll probably end up emulating on my laptop and then probably just call it with that because I know there's like a couple spin-offs, but I just want to play like the main numbered ones pretty much.
Yeah.
I haven't played the PS2 ones, but I've played the first PS1 game, and it is real good.
That's what I've heard, man. Yeah.
Really good soundtrack. Really good
Oh
soundtrack.
god. That
Yeah.
the opening track, like with like the opening movie to that game, I've got that in one of my playlists and that's so fucking
Yeah, it's
good.
really it's good. Yeah. What do you guys did you guys think of anything? What did you
Um,
think? What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
We
Tell us.
thinking.
oh,
Tell us what you're thinking.
it's coming. It's maybe it's not the series that I would like to um would answer if I, had like days to think about it. But
Honey
um yes, absolutely. No, I probably and just the first 3, but the Mass Effect games.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't need to mess with Andromeda. Just
I've tried.
Just because
I've tried so
well,
many
forget about it.
times.
you what?
I've tried
You tried.
Andromeda so many times.
Oh, yeah. No, I go with that because weirdly enough, multiple times over the holidays, I was talking to somebody about the Banner Saga series and
Oh,
explaining
yeah.
and I was explaining like how it works and like the way that the story is
yeah.
done with
Carries
that
over and
trilogy,
stuff.
and I love the Banner Saga a lot.
Yeah.
Um, and they were like, you have to play the Mass Effect trilogy. Like you have to play the first 3 Mass Effect games. So that's just the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, and probably because people have been saying it recently because of that. But yeah, I mean, like, I do like that continuous story type thing, like where your choices do affect like how things go down. And I'm not I know that there at the end of the day there's probably like only like 3 or 4 actual endings, like, you know, because it's
There's
not
there's
really.
there's 4 endings, and one's kind of a like a silly ending. But there's
Yeah,
4.
Yeah.
okay.
Doesn't
But it's also
But
kind of like,
everything leading up to that ending is all based on what you've done.
yeah, and I was about to say like there's like there are things that are done with the ending of Banner Saga where you're kind of like all of that for this, but there are certain things that they did do that I also am like, this is a really smart way to um represent all of the choices that you've made up into this point, basically, like, without spoiling too much, at the depending on the choices that you've made, the last kind of like gauntlet of the last game is harder or easier for you. And it's like, oh, okay, like this is a representation,
That's
like a
cool.
culmination of everything, right? Like you made good choices. This isn't going to be as hard. You've made mistakes. This is going to be harder for you to get through. And yeah, so I was talking about it recently a lot, and people are like, play Mass Effect. So that's going to be my answer.
It's a good answer.
You're not a big sci-fi person though, are you?
It's really hit or miss, because I would say no, and then you're like, okay, well, my favorite
Star
movie of all
Wars.
time is Alien,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
then I and
Isn't Stellar Blade like sci-fi? It sounds
yeah,
sci-fi.
very much so. Yeah.
and I guess Nier Automata is more sci-fi than the original Nier is. That one's a bit more
Oh yeah.
fantasy, and that the original Nier is one of my favorite games. But
That's
I'm
another
about to start
series too,
reading.
Drakengard. I've always wanted to play the Drakengard series because they're very,
Oh, got
very fucked. Like, I just want to see
They're,
the stories. They're super
yeah,
fucked.
that man is batshit, and that's why I love him.
Yeah.
But I'm just about to start reading Project Hail Mary. So like, I'll say no, sci-fi is really not something that draws me in generally, but every now and again, like if it's a good story and it's done
Yeah.
well, like it doesn't matter what the setting is.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry? Greg?
Cool.
Greg, you got anything?
So it's not so much a series, but a game I've always wanted to like play, and I own it. And we did it one time, but then we just fell off it. Was Disco Elysium.
Mmm. Okay.
Yeah. Especially with that new game coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You should just play it. Play
I
by
should.
yourself.
I may just.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very long, right? Or is it?
I think it can be long. I think it could be really short depending on how you play it,
Well,
depending on your choices.
one thing I will do is I know that you can take half a point of damage from an uncomfortable chair really early in the game, and I want to die from sitting.
I saw someone recently talking about Disco Elysium, and they were saying how you have to get comfortable with the fact that shit just isn't going to go your way, and that to not take it as seriously, because there's a lot
Yeah.
going on. There's a lot of, you know, very serious topics and stuff like that. But like what Greg just said, you can die from sitting on a chair, and you can die from putting on your tie. So like you have
Yeah.
to be like roll with how humorous the failure and the ridiculousness of it is as well. And it you know, it kind of like, you got to be okay with the fact that
Yeah,
you're probably
100%.
gonna have to start over and run through these things multiple times.
No, absolutely. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I do want to give that a go, and I probably will at some point. I gotta finish up with Diablo, and then do Star Wars Outlaw, and then maybe I'll hop into Disco Elysium.
That reminds me, I
Yeah.
threw on another one of the games that I bought during the sale because it was always in the old Game Pass, but I would always see that was the problem with Game Pass. I was always just installing games and being like, yeah,
Same.
I have paid Game Pass, so that's there, and I could play it whenever I want. I just fucking wouldn't, and then it would just sit there. And that was Jedi Fallen Order. So I bought it because it was $5 on the fucking Steam sales, and I think the newer one is like it was only like $12 or something. Like it was both of those games were on a very deep discount. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm buying them.
They're
And I
great.
threw on that Fallen Order, and Jesus Christ, that's a looker, is what that is. That's a good looking game, dude.
It's very good.
And combat is fantastic.
I'll tell you a little later. I'll tell you a trick about the parry typing in that game because it's not what you think.
I was gonna say, because I was really fucking it up in that like train, like when they're kind of teaching you, and I was like, what? Why am I fucking this up so bad?
I'll just tell you now. You don't. It's not hitting block in time with the attack. It's you want to be in full block sense just as the attack hits.
Oh.
That's what I learned. So like if you try to time your button press with when the attack is going to hit you, you're not going to parry.
So you have to do a little bit before.
You do a little bit before so that you basically you finish your block animation as the hit hits you.
I have a
Beth,
question.
you might like that game.
Hell yeah.
Huh? Sorry,
I said you might like that game.
Oh yeah. I have it like downloaded but through PlayStation. I got it through. It was a PlayStation Plus game month for like one of those free ones. So, it is sitting in my library, and I do want to play it. My brother is really into. Well, he's a huge Star Wars fan, anyways, but he really likes those games. I think the first one he platinumed as well. Like he really
the first one, like sort of like a Metroidvania. Like
I think so.
It is. Yeah.
See, now I want a good Metroidvania because Metroid Prime 4 fucked me up. So now I want
this is it. This is your experience.
This is that one.
Yeah.
That isn't what I was just saying that was a really good game. But Greg, you mentioned about Onimusha the other day. I've never played not one of those games, and I'm like, why haven't I played an Onimusha game? Like they're just fucking. Aren't they like Resident Evil games?
Yeah, it's feudal Japan Resident Evil.
Yeah, so like why I'm a stupid idiot. Like I should be playing these games.
They rule, dude.
Yeah, I should throw those, especially with that new one coming out. That new one looks fucking fine as hell.
I think the first two have remasters on modern shit, but I don't know. That might be wrong. I know for sure the first one, but there's like 4 on the
first. Yeah, the second remaster just came out not long ago.
Okay. But yeah, if anything, just emulate them. The first 4, emulate them. They're all worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I have the means to. Yeah. Who are you talking to right now? I got that down.
Over that.
But yeah, let's clue it up.
Random recommended games.
I'll go quick and get this one out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so Baby Steps is really fucking good, and I highly encourage you to go and play this absolute mess and joy to play of a game, because it is, oh my god, it's so funny how you start off and you're like, these controls, what the fuck? Because it's like each trigger lifts a leg, and then you have to use the left thumbstick to move the legs forward and like to the side, and then like wherever you point with the right stick in that direction is like where that foot will go.
What
like,
the fuck?
Yeah. So like, I mean, you start off and it's like, this is gonna be impossible. But man, you start fucking cooking and just being like pap, 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 and like getting in a swing, and then like
like Robocop, just pap, pap, pap.
Yeah. So like a buddy of mine and I were playing it, and we were kind of like taking turns because it was weird how fun it was to finally like really lock into the weird mechanics, and you start to get good at it, and it starts to be like I'd be playing, I'd be like, dude, you see how I fucking stepped over that log just now? And he'd be like, yeah, dude, that was fucking sick.
Did you see the way I stepped over the log?
Yeah,
Look at
like,
my accomplishments.
it's just so stupid. Like, like the accomplishment that you feel from like doing something so stupid that has no bearing on the game whatsoever. You'd be like, why are there like 3 cans stacked up on top of this like stump? And you'd be like, I think I can get up on top of this stuff. I can get up. Oh my god! And then you're like trying to balance, and like you're falling over and shit, and like trying to get back up, and then you're like you get up there and you kick over the cans. It doesn't do anything, but it feels good. It feels good to just be like, ha, show those fucking cans. But then what gets really crazy is because like this is made by the guy that made Getting Over It.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the most infuriating games ever created. And it has that DNA. There's definitely a better sense of progression. Like, I don't know. I think there's a certain point where like there's a fail safe where like you're not going to end up at the very, very, very beginning. And it's like it sort of feels like it's like an open kind of thing, but it's kind of like dialed in a little bit. It kind of, I don't know, guides you. Like basically it's like you start off and you're just like, what's that glowing thing? And you're just naturally like trying to get to the glowing thing. And then you realize like that's usually the goal that I've seen so far. But you can like get pretty far and then make a slip, oopsie whoopsie fucky wucky, and just slide all the way back down a fucking ravine, and then be like, oh, I recognize this place now from the very, very beginning of the game. And then have to walk all the way back.
All the way back.
It's really, really good. It's a ton of fun. And it was like I think it was like $12 on the winter sale. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab
That's pretty
this.
good.
And it's a lot of fun. Pick it up. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, there is full frontal nudity in this game for some reason. Like
surprising.
hogs out. There's a horseman with a hog out who's just like, yeah,
what?
yeah,
Horseman?
I can, yeah. It's I don't get it, but yeah. So baby steps, go check it out.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna rattle mine off real quick. Enter the Gungeon. My fucking my bro-in-law was over yesterday and we were playing that for quite a while. The co-op is real fucking fun because like, you know, one person picks one of the 4 main characters, then the second person picks the little dude with the robe that has like the little Nerf gun that shoots foam darts.
Oh yeah.
Then you can just be like, you open a chest, be like, oh dude, bro, you can just pick that one. You can have that gun. I don't give a shit. You can have that item. I don't give a shit. And I mean, I also played a good bunch of it on my own, like prior to that, but it's just so fun to just run through that game and just dodge waves of fucking bullets and then shoot at a boss with a fucking like snowball launcher that'll freeze them. Or like, there's a lot of times where what are they called? Synergies. Like you'll pick up a gun and then later on you pick up another gun and then they'll kind of have like a combined effect on one of the other guns. Like if you pick up the snowball cannon and then you get the squirt gun, like the water gun, it'll make it so the water gun just shoots out like basically water that freezes on impact, so it'll freeze enemies or freeze the floor so they'll slip. It's just so fun to discover all these cool little synergies that they have in the game. The fucking co-op is really goddamn good, and the bosses have really cool designs, and it's just a cool, fun fucking twin stick.
Did you ever beat it?
No, never. It's
yeah, it's fucking hard, man.
It's really fucking hard. Like I've
only ever beat like the first boss, I think.
I can get to like the 4th floor or the 4th dungeon or whatever it's called, but then I'll fucking die to the boss, and I put like almost 100 hours into it, and I cannot beat it because I keep making like dumb fucking mistakes, and like I'll dive into a bullet, and then I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm such a fucking idiot, and then I'll dive into it'll be like a Tim Robinson moment. I'll be like, oh fuck, and then I'll dodge into another bullet, like ah shit, and then before I know it, I'm dead. Like, Enter the Gungeon.
Good game.
Yeah, that's really good. Greg Beth?
You go, Greg.
I don't really have anything. I would say go online and do some research into Payakan the Mighty Tulkun.
That's a good rec.
Your homework.
Yes.
There will be
Don't
a
watch
quiz.
the movie. Just do some research on
the whale.
Payakan. The Mighty Coon. Or what is it? Mighty
The Mighty
Con?
Tulkun.
The coon.
I'm thinking of
The
from
Coon.
South Park.
Since we were kind of speaking a lot about visual novels,
Yes.
the only thing that I've been able to conjure to mind is a game called The House in Fata Morgana, and it's it is just a visual novel. Like, there's no gameplay. It is just basically a animated novel in a way. But the story is told very interestingly. Like, the main character wakes up in this mansion and like doesn't really know why they're there or anything like that. And they start going through these doors, and through the doors are memories and kind of like vignette stories of characters that are supposed to lead up to the reason why you're here, what happened, and all that kind of stuff. And so, like, the first story is like the furthest away, and then they start kind of, getting closer and closer to what, like, the present time of, like, where you are and why you're there. And it gets so fucked up. It is incredibly dark. Brutal story. It's really sad, and it has, I think, one of, like, the most sympathetic villains that I've ever kind of come across. So, if you're looking for something that's like actual game play and stuff like that, don't try it out. If you're not into, visual novels, probably not for you. But I think if you like good storytelling, really kind of dark mysteries, and things like that, then it's definitely worth checking out. And it's a really good story. So there's that. And then also, everyone should, not be cowards and watch Heated Rivalry.
Heated Rivalry?
It's the gay hockey show.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about that.
It's honestly, like, the first
really
two episodes, you're like watching and you're kind of like, wow, this is pretty, like, this is just people having sex kind of thing. And then it turns clapping cheeks. But, like, it turns into, like, this incredibly, like, beautiful love story between, these two, like, characters, these two male hockey players. And the cinematography is good, the writing is good, the acting is great. Like, it's actually a really good show.
Oh, yeah.
Just a really good show. So I think everybody should watch it. And then watch it, and then watch, there's a podcast called The Empty Netters, and it's a bunch of straight hockey players who are watch the show, and their reaction to it and their, like, earnestness in which they love, like, unabashedly love the show, and the way they talk about it is so wholesome. And it's really sweet. And I don't know, like, it's such a, I feel like, I guess, like, the biggest takeaway, or my biggest kind of, like, takeaway from it after watching it, is that I feel like so many TV shows are nowadays, like, really depressing or dark, or, and it's not that those are bad. It's really interesting to have those stories, but right now everything feels really heavy. I think we can all agree that we're not necessarily living through the best of times, and it's
a better
tough.
time to watch a couple of chaps chap each other's asses up.
And there's just, like, there's just, like, a joy to this show, and, like, the way that the conflict is pretty like bare bones in the sense that it's like it's based off a romance novel, so like your conflict is that usually in a romance novel there's a breakup before they get together forever, but so there's just like this sense of like happiness and joy and this like catharsis by the end of the last episode. It's only 6 episodes. I don't know. I actually everybody should. I recommend it to anybody. If you're over the age of 18, watch it.
Yeah.
Over 18. They got some hogs out. What's going on?
It's like
a lot of
have you ever watched like Bridgerton?
I have not actually watched Bridgerton.
It's like essentially the same amount of like sex and nudity.
But are hogged out.
No. So no, you don't see no peen. But it is like they are like, you know, they like for the actors they're naked a lot, where they have like what is that called, like the intimacy garment, or the you know, that covers their dick, so it keeps it all in place so you don't get flashes of it. But it's, you know, lots of butts, crazy amount of ass.
So like Spartacus.
Oh yes, exactly like Spartacus. That is the perfect exactly
Spartacus,
like Spartacus.
but hockey Spartacus.
Spartacus, but hockey, and just if it was just the love story between those two guy characters that I don't remember the names of right now.
I've got another movie rec. Everybody go watch Saltburn.
We gotta stop recommending shit, man. I gotta get out of here. I gotta do some shit. I gotta go to bed. I gotta watch TV. I gotta fucking play some video games, and then I gotta go to bed, and then I gotta drive down to Calgary and stuff. So we gotta go, man. We gotta wrap it up. Wrap it up, Aaron. Do the thing. Wrap it up.
Okay. Super Ghost, that site. It's the website. You can listen to the show there. It's worth Patreon, socials. It's all there. You can see our faces on there, kind of. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
We're back. Bye.
We're back. We're back. We just started. Bye.